For example 3, it says, what is the measure of angle Y in the pentagon today? So pentagon means that the number of sides is 5. And on the first page of the notes, you had a formula we used for the number, or for finding the sum of the measures of the interior angles of a polygon. We use this formula. So this tells us like all of the angles in a triangle. If I plugged 3 in, would give me 180. Okay, so we would do n minus 2 times the 180, and then we can plug n as 5, and we get 3 times 180. And 3 times 180 is 540 degrees. So the idea is that all of these angles would add up and they would equal 540. And so since we don't know all of the angles, what we can do is we can say the measure of angle Y plus all of these angles equals 540. And so really what we've done, we just set up an equation. And so if I go ahead and add up these here, we get 470. And if I subtract the 470, the measure of angle Y is 70 degrees. So same idea. In part B, you have a quadrilateral, so a four-sided figure. In a four-sided shape or figure, you always have 360 degrees. But if you didn't know that, you know that you have 4 sides, so the number of sides is 4. And you can plug it into this formula. And so 4 minus 2 is 2 times 180, and that gives us 360. So the measure of angle G plus 53 plus 85 plus 120 equals 360. So here I'm just combining those like terms, 53, 85, and 120. We get 258. And if I subtract the 258, we get 102 degrees. Okay. In example 4, this one has to do with this exterior angle. Okay. First of all, you have to know that all of the exterior angles, which are the outside of the polygon, if you were to add them all together, it's always 360 degrees. It does not matter what shape or polygon you're given, it will always add to 360 degrees. So for this one, we have an octagon, 8 sides, right? So we know that, or if I want to know what is the exterior angle, like what angle measure is each one of these, okay, they're all going to be congruent because it says regular. You take 360 divided by the number of angles that you have, which is 8. And if you divide, we get 45. So this means that each one of these angles is 45 degrees. And if we took 45 times 8 angles, you would get back to 360. In part B, we're given a triangle. But again, it doesn't matter what shape. If I take this plus this plus this, I have to equal 360. So I'm going to take these 3 and set equal to 360. And so if I combine like terms, we get this. So if I add 24 to the other side, I get 384. And if I divide by 24, I get 16. Okay. Last but not least, we have example 5, finding an exterior angle measure. So that's really not the best title because you're given the exterior angle measure is 130. And you have to recognize that this angle plus this angle is 180 degrees, supplementary. So to get Z, I take 180 minus 130. And so the measure of angle Z is 50 degrees. Okay. Then, if this is 50, all of these have to add up to 360 because you have a quadrilateral, a four-sided figure. And way up here in problem B, when we were given a quadrilateral, we found that a four-sided figure has 360 degrees in it. So I would say y plus 97 plus 83 plus 50 is 360. So if I add those together, we get 230. And I subtract and I get 130. So there's our two angles. Angle Z is 50, angle Y is 130.